Hello and welcome back to Deutschland and Deutschland Week. This is day 4 of 5. This is posted on the Saturday where normally Vintage would be, and tomorrow will be Deutschland 5, which is going to go where Survival would be. And as I've said before, the schedule will resume as normal the following week. But here we are at the shop, and at the end of the last episode we did accept a contract and accept the kit for it as well to do a bit of cultivating, and we get in to the 8RT. What a massive beast of a tractor, and what a massive cultivator as well. Nice bit of kit, let's fire it up. Oh yes. Oh yes, oh yes, look at that. Right, so the field in question is the one that we did the harvesting in the last episode. So it is the same field, but as I said before, it is different kit at least. So we do have the opportunity to try some kit that we normally wouldn't really get a chance to try. This is definitely one of those bits of kit. Right, let's get sorted here. So we are heading to field 25, and we know exactly where that is because we did that contract just yesterday. Right, so I've also realised with the money that we got from the collectibles that we found, £60,000 in total between the two of them, we can afford a new field much sooner than I expected. Now, I was intending on looking into a new baler, but the one we have does work just fine, so I think we might stick with that one for some time, as I would much rather have a new field that we can do a bit of work in, maybe get a crop in for springtime. We won't have it before spring, but at least we can get something ready. Maybe we can even do a contract in a field we're going to buy. That's a very big possibility indeed. Right, so not this one here, this is the cotton. Just heading down. Right, just very quickly, I need to make a cheeky change on my... Oh, there we go. On my shader, there we go, that's better. Right, let us have a look. I just want to get a full look at this whole thing. Let's get it unfolded though. You can see the beacons lit there. They're all very... The LEDs, but blimey, are they ever bright. That is impressive. Oh wow, this thing is going to be mental. Let's go across the top though, as we did with the harvest. Right, we'll just get nice and lined up here. As much into the field as we can do. Right, there we go. Now, being at 13 meters or something, this should be a fairly quick job, even though it might go a bit slow. How quick is it going to go? Oh wow, 18. Yeah, this should not take all that long at all. At least see how the headland always does take the longest with these, but yes. No, I've just seen the forecast just change to show rain incoming. Now, that's usually not a problem unless we're harvesting, but I have included a mod called Rain Pain, and now what that does is it doesn't allow us to do normal jobs that we would do in the rain, like cultivating and all that, but it does I think it damages equipment or something like that. I'd have to double check the mod page for all of that information, but as far as I know, it doesn't allow us to cultivate, weed, plow, fertilize, basically anything that you'd think you could do in the rain, you can't do. And I think that's realistic, because as far as I can tell from just in general with farming, you can't really do much in the rain, not just harvest. So I think that that is a really good mod to have for our series here, as we are trying to aim for as realistic as possible. Now normally, I mean, I'm all over the place, but I think it's the tracks. I'm used to tracked vehicles that are much smaller than this, as in the Massey 35 from Survival, but yeah, this is quite the beast. Anyway, once we're out of the trees, we'll be able to see what's going on a bit better. Look at that. What an absolute beast this. I can't stay in a straight line though for the life of me. 10% complete already, blimey. Right, well, we will get this done very soon. Now, in the last episode, I did load some bales into our trailer, and I was going to take them because they should be fermented by the time we've done this contract. But I don't know if I want to take them to be sold today or not. There is not a major rush for ploughing, simply because there's still bales in the field, and we really don't want to. We don't want to just relocate them without getting them sold. So what I might do is just wait. I mean, really, there's no major rush as long as there's no snow in the field. I think we can plow. I mean, blimey, we could even plow in the snow. I think we would just be plowing through it. I think though. I'm not 100% certain how that works with the rain pain mod or just in real life. You know, if you can plow in the snow or not. I mean, the ground, it would depend on how frozen the ground might be. So yeah, we'll have to look into that. But there we go. We've got a headland done of this massive field, a fairly large field, especially considering the kit I usually use. And but with this massive bit of kit, it really should be a fairly simple job. Blimey, I'm still all over the place. Bloody tracks. Right, let's crack on with it. We're nearly done all of the cultivating. It has come out very nicely. We did actually finish the contract before we finished this final row, but I wanted to at least do the justice of finishing the entirety of the contract. So we'll get that folded up, and then we can take it back to the shop and get it returned and get our contract reward. Yeah, I don't feel good about just leaving one strip. I mean, it made sense to just get at least that one strip done. If it was fertilizing or something like that, maybe not, because that we're wasting fertilizer, but in real life you would get the full thing done. So trying to aim for that sort of realism as well, I guess from a roleplay perspective, because we could have just left it, accepted the contract, not lost any money, happy days, Bob's your uncle, etc., but I prefer to do it this way. So we'll do a quick jump cut, get to the shop, and accept our contract reward. And here we are, arriving back at the shop. We'll just put this back into right there, should be fine. We'll hop out, turn the beacon off, happy days, and we can go into the contract menu and collect our 5102. Brilliant. That's not 5102. I wonder why. Well, either way, we're doing quite well. At £169,000, that is not too bad at all. Let's have a quick look at what is available for fields to purchase, because it would be nice to do a bit of work in them if we can, because right now all we can do for our own farm is sell bales. And the price right now, let's have a look. The price right now is $496 for every 1,000. it's so much more. I think that'll be a difference of, how much do we have even? 100,000 litres now. It's a difference of like 10, 15,000 pounds, I reckon, at the end of it all. So I think it's worth waiting as long as we can. Now, because we have to plough that field. Are there any other? I feel like field 6, based off the location of the fields, 6 is the most naturally close field to us. Let's have a look at that. How much is it? 109. Oh, it's very, very high yield expected potential. That's quite good. And there's a contract in it actually as well. Okay, so field 6. I mean, what else are we going to do? All we can really do right now is do contracts. Oh, it's not going to be very good, is it? Oh, it's going to be terrible is what it is. We don't get a very big cultivator either. I mean, it's smaller than what we've done, about half the size. I wish we could have used that same one again, to be honest, but 6 and 5, it would be cool to be able to do them both at the same time, but that would take a while. But 6 is not impossible to do. In fact, it actually says that it would take longer to do than the one we've just done. But we would get paid for doing work in that field. I wonder, is there anything we can plant in? Rye? Spelt? So here's my thinking. Maybe we don't faff with the... Oh, we can put loads in. It's September. We can put everything in. Right, if we were going to straight sell a product, what would be the best one to do? Probably canola, but let's have a look. Let's have a look. For that field, if we drill in, anything of these will be ready in June. So if we drill in, rye would be, it's all the same. Yeah, it's all the same. I was hoping to be able to put in another crop. If we get a crop in September. But here's the thing. The reason I want to wait to do this... if we sell the bales we have now, we'll earn enough money to... Right, let's just drive to the farm as I ramble about this, because I'm not too certain. So if we sell the bales we have now, we will earn a bit less on a few of the bales. So we'll probably miss out on about half what I said. So probably closer to 5 to 7,000 pounds that we'll be missing. If we were to do that first, we could plough the field today. So that would be leasing out the plough, getting it in the field and getting it done. Because then we'd have the other bales cleared out of the field and make room for the plough. But then we want to drill as well, and we want to drill grass. But if we're going to lease a drill, which is what I would like to do, especially in the early days here, I want to lease as much as I can. I want to own as little kit as possible to be able to lease when we really need it. So, for example, with the grass, we'll only need a drill for that one. Although I do have a drill in mind that I'd like to use. I think I've added it. It is a modded drill, but it's very good and it's very German, so I think that would be appropriate. I'm just trying to think what the best course of action would be. We do need to check the forecast though for this bloody rain coming in, because if we are going to do any ploughing, it will have to be done before or after the rain. And if the rain does come in, the field might still be wet once we're done. So we might even have to just miss out on that entirely and go from there, see what happens. So I do not know for certain. Alright, well, let's get this tucked in here. We'll just tuck it over to the side for now. And let's check the forecast. 5. What time is it now? About just after 1:30. So we've got time, but we'd also have to... Oh, there's just so much on. So much but nothing. Like, you know what I mean? I suppose we could just clear the bales. You know? It's not like I'm going to... It's not like I'm going to plough half the field and then wait and then plough it and more later. But the thing is, we'd have to sell these bales and then get the plough, lease out the plough, and then come back, load the bales, and then plough before it rains. Well, the longer that we make the decision. I'm not too certain. I feel as though maybe we could just move the bales. Right, let me have a think of this. I'll have a cheeky peek around and see what the plan is. Maybe I could just shift these bales just over here, just out of the field. Because even if they're just right here, do you know, because I'm not going to plow past this point. But it would be really good to get that in. And if we were to plow this episode, like this day, this month, and then drill in the next, we could still do rye or spelt or any of the other grains in that farther field. All the way up till December, actually. So, yeah, I think maybe that might work. Right, okay. I know it's a bit of a faff, but I'm going... And, oh, it's a hill, too. Right, okay, that's what we'll do. I'm going to do it, because I want this grass in. I know it's not necessarily going to be ready to go, but I would like to be ready for the springtime when there are drilling contracts as well. I don't know if they pay as well, but I know fertilizing contracts will come out, and those pay quite well if you have the spreader, which there is one we'd need. Also, once we plow this field, we have to put on lime and fertilizer. Fertilizer can wait. It is grass anyways, so I don't have to worry about narrow tires or anything like that. So, right, I think that's what we'll do then. Yeah, go on then. I'm not selling those bales because we will get an extra loads of money. If we sell them all at the right price, I might do this one in third person though because it's just a touch quicker. But yeah, if we end up selling them at the right price, we'll get an extra, as I say, like £15,000. Because quick calculations, if we sell them for about £500 for the per 1,000 litres, at 100,000 litres, that's £50,000. So, but if it's any more than that, I mean, it'll be, I'm trying to think quick maths, 550-ish or 560, something like that. So that 99. So yeah, it's about £15,000 to be honest. So I don't think I want to do that. And honestly, I mean, this shouldn't take all that long. I might even switch over to first person again. I don't know. It was kind of fun doing it in first person. These bales in this loading style is not as bad as I thought. In fact, we'll go all the way up to the fence so they can't roll. And then that way, when I'm loading them, it'll be very easy. Just, yeah. They don't even have to be stacked very nice. They just have to be stacked. So, that's what we'll do. Oh no, I might as well get them nice. Knowing myself, I'll be bothered if they're not nicely stacked. So, well, and now I want you to roll. Okay. Right, that's fine. Let's crack on with it. Here we are with the final bale, and I will be honest, I did not expect this to take as little time as it did. I thought this would take a lot longer for some reason. It kind of went a bit funny with the bales falling over and all that and causing havoc, but you know what? They look alright. It looks alright. What am I going to do? What can I do anyway? You know what though? It is going to bother me that these two here. So I'm just going to put those two on top. Just because they are going to sit for a few months, so plus we have to look at it while we plow and everything. Might as well be at least look nice. The train is going to come by, you know, the conductor is going to laugh at our bales, so yeah, I might as well get it stacked somewhat nice. There we go. Actually, I haven't seen the train for a moment. Oh, bugger. See what I've done? Try and do something nice, and it all goes funny. Oh, you know what? Fine, just go in there. Get in. Should have just left it. Left it as it was. There you go, and just like that. Oh, that's terrible. But it shouldn't go anywhere, and yeah, fine, I'll move this one as well. At least, I know it doesn't look very pretty, but at least it's out the way. And this small job that we've just completed will earn us an extra £15,000. So I think that is worth it. And that one's gone well. Well, at least one of them did. Right, that is all done. Now we can tuck away the Deutz, and look at that. The field is completely clear of bales, which means we can dig in with a plough. So we are going to head to the shop with our Mercedes. Actually, we should have a look as well, see what kind of ploughs we have available. I think I might have added in a few modded ones, just because I wasn't too certain of what kind of horsepower and all that we would have for our tractors. So I wanted to make certain to have some smaller ones as well. For now, let's just tuck this in here. Should be alright. So yes, I think a field will be a priority of ours to purchase a field instead of a baler. We have a baler, we only have one field. So I really think for the financial growth of the farm, buying a second field is going to make much more sense. And who knows, in the future, maybe this field can be reconverted to something else. It doesn't always have to be grass, it's going to stay grass for now, because that's all the kit we have really is for grass. But, I mean, we could sell it all, but I think silage will be a really big money maker for the first year or 2 years, maybe 3 years, alongside doing a bit of arable here and there. But anyways, we'll see you at the shop. Right, here we are. So let's hop into the shop menu, have a look at the sales as you do. Wow, that's nice, but way out of our price, and we just don't need it. Let's go over to plows, because we're going to plow proper. So, okay, we have 125 horsepower with, forget not, the ability to upgrade to 150, if I'm not mistaken. Right, so how much is that upgrade? Oh, nope, that's not the upgrade. Oh, is this what we have? The Grummer. I keep seeing Grummer pop up, so that must be what this one is. Oh, it's 15,000. Crikey. Oh, hang on. Oh, it's 15,000 either way, it would seem. To upgrade to 150 horsepower. Yeah. Well, I don't know if that's worth it or not. Let's see what plows we can get first. Let's see what plows we can work with 125. So that's 85. Well, okay, that's already too much. So 1.2 meters. That's very, very. Oh my. If we, well, unless we can lease a tractor for less than 15,000. Here's the one I added in. 123 meters. That will work. Oh, lucky. That's the only one I've added in as well. So that's really good. Now, I don't know if a subsoiler in this case will do the same job as the plow. It says it can be used instead of a plow, but I think for this purpose, I think I'd like to do a proper plow. But we are going to be doing this one, which is essentially a smaller version of that. Not much smaller, but small enough that we can actually do something with it. So yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We don't really... Oh no, it's fine with just the freest possible option. So it will just work. It's going to probably struggle on the hills, but at 3 meters it is our best chance of getting a proper ploughing done. So let us lease that out for £816. Fabulous. Absolutely fantastic, that. Right, let's get... And honestly, if it comes down to it, where it's too much for this tractor, we can consider the upgrade for the bigger engine, or we could even look at potentially upgrading the whole tractor. But I do quite like this. It's a very interesting, different tractor I've never really used, so it's nice to try something a bit different. Is this in transportation mode? Does it have a transportation mode? Oh yes, this is definitely... Yes, we don't want to unfold it. Alright, it's all set. Beautiful. We'll see you back at the farm. All right, here we are. So let's get lined up on the far side once again with our Kvernlin 3-meter plow. Now, I think what makes the most sense to me would be to plow like this, having it on the edge of the field, versus having... I don't know if that's right. I can't remember the last time I've used a proper plow. Yes, I imagine... Well, we can always touch up the sides and that. Here's a question for the potential real farmers out there. When you are doing... I like how the building is sort of see-through in this instance, where it's not blocked completely. That is quite good. When you are doing any field work, do you always do a headland first and then go in the field, or do you do whatever you need first in the field and then do a headland? Because I've seen both. I have seen both. So, okay, apparently it's unfolded now. So let's just start and see what happens. Right, we're not creating any fields, so that's fine. Right, field creation is off. Right, okay, good. So, okay, we shouldn't be reversing with a plow though. That's not possible. So we can always come back for the missed bits, but I think this feels natural. I'm sure someone will tell me straight away if it is proper or not, if this is the proper way of doing it. It could very well be wrong, I don't know, it feels right. It feels more like I have more control over the front of the plow. But if I'm doing it absolutely wrong, I do apologise to any and all real farmers out there. Trying my best. But yes, we will go around the field. Hopefully we can get it all done before the rain, which is at 5. I think it was at 5 o'clock. Oh, blimey. Yeah, it took a while to get those bales sorted and to sort all this out. So, anyways, we will see how this goes. I guess this feels right. I probably won't do sort of a headland. I think I'll go up and down as much as I can first. Right, let's get to the end and turn around and see how it feels then. So maybe that would be better. Oh, I've lost the ability to go up and down for some reason. I can only go side to side. That's very strange. Why has that happened? That is very weird. Okay, I can do it here. Oh, that was weird. That was super strange. Yeah, I couldn't look up and down. Blimey. Right. Can dogs look up? No, sorry. If anyone gets that reference, please do let me know. But yeah. Anyways, let's see how this goes now. Because this might be... If this feels more natural... Alright, we have to get right onto the field there. But maybe you don't want that running in your previously created rut? I don't know. This feels like it's more difficult here. Let's put on some cruise control. Could be the gearing as well. Need to stay in a lower gear. No, you stay down a gear. Come on. Well, it's going to work eventually. I don't know if this feels better or not. Kind of does, but I also feel like having the wheel in the plowed bit there does actually make us go a bit slower. Unless we're actually just going uphill. Oh, I guess it is a slowing, or a very subtle incline. Yes, this was always going to be potentially problematic. But, again, I just don't think the tractor engine upgrade is worth it for 15. We could lease out a whole tractor for less than that. I think. But I have added in a few tractors that I haven't used. Now I know there's the one, it's the Fendt, one of the Fendts that was always very commonplace in FS19, and I'd never used it all that much. So maybe that's one we could consider using as well. I'm trying to use as much German kit as possible. Right, so turning left feels natural, so maybe we are meant to go that way. Well, you know what? I'm going to crack on. I might try a few different things during the time lapse here, just to get a feel. Oh my! Just to get a feel for the ploughing. As I say, the rain is bound to show up eventually, and oh my goodness. Yep, this is what you get trying to plough. I would like to maybe try and do a bit of this in first person as well, but then we have to find exactly the right line up and all. But it should be fine if we line the front tyre up. Here, let's try this. If we line the front tyre up to what we've ploughed, then it should plough with no problem. Yes. And if we miss any little bits, then we can get them tidied up. But as far as ploughing in the rain, the reason I don't want to do anything in the rain is because we also have the mud systems mod, which will make it impossible to do anything in the field. So if anything, as soon as it rains, we need to get out of the bloody field or we will be stuck, because there's no way that we can get this tractor unstuck with the Deutz. That's just not possible. Then we will have to lease another tractor to get us out. But anyways, let's crack on with the time lapse, see how we get on. Right, well, the rain has just started, so I think it would be best to get out of the field. I'm going to just do this small little bit here, hopefully before we get stuck up in the field. Actually, I'm curious to see now what it says. It says the ground is perfectly dry, so maybe we can get away with doing another quick... Oh no. No. I'm going to stop that there. And you know what actually might be a really good idea? Here, let's get that folded up so we don't smash into anything. I think I should probably put our rear weight from the Deutz on the front of here. I hadn't even thought of that. That would be a really, really good thing to do. So actually, before I forget, I will get that set up now. But basically, I know that was an absolute mess of a time lapse there. I had to jump out of the tractor at one point because my camera got stuck not being able to go up and down again. I don't know why that was. I don't know what reason that could be for that, but nevertheless, at least it's well, it's raining now, so we can't really do much else with the plow, which is fine. It's good to have a bit of a break from that. Absolutely mental. Oh, what's going on here? Now I can't turn at all. What's happening? Why is that happening? At least I can do it otherwise. Oh, that's so strange. I've never had that happen before. I wonder if it's this plow. It's the first time using it, so I don't know if that has any effect or anything, but strange indeed. Right, let's get that parked up. Let's get this attached. Oh, did I get it? Put it the wrong way? No, that's right. Let's go like that. And there we go. So, we have the plow all ready to go for the next time, the next episode in fact. So we'll just get this set up. I might as well just bring it, yeah, right over here. Get it ready to go for the next one. We do not want to be in the field though, because we will probably get stuck. But at least now, alright, let's just get that raised up off the ground. Beautiful. That will make so much easier work, I think. Definitely should have had that on since the beginning. But, I mean, oh wow, you can hear it's squishy. It is gently raining, so we might have gotten away with being able to do a bit more, but no, I think it's best that we got out when we did. I'm excited to see what it says when the rain has stopped, because we'll have to wait a while before we get back into the field, but I would like to get it done today, so we might be ploughing into the night, unfortunately. But yeah, I did try and go up there just to see how the hill affected it, and it didn't really affect it much. So very interesting. I'm excited to crack on with it and see how we get going. But yeah, I've missed a bit here and a few bits there, but oh, and the rest of this area as well I have to tidy up. But yeah, not too bad at all. I'm quite pleased actually with the progress we've made. We will have one more day of Deutschland week. That's going to be tomorrow, because we've had yesterday, Friday, which is Friday, by the way, will be the new day for Deutschland. As I've said before, once one of the other series, my other series, have completed, then it will move to that day, whichever series that is. But for now, it will be on Fridays, right before Vintage and Survival. So tomorrow we have day 5 of Deutschland week, day 5 of 5, and then next week back to regular scheduled programming. But I hope you've enjoyed Deutschland so far. I know I sure am. Hope you're enjoying this series. As always, I will send another big thank you out, not only to everyone watching, but to Edomod as well for this opportunity. Really appreciate it. And hey, if you have enjoyed the video, cheeky thumbs up really does help out the channel, and please subscribe. So until the next one, take care, and bye for now.